I'm going to play these 9 holes left-handed and try shoot as close to 45 as I can. If I ever get under 45, I know I have the skill to double that and get under 90. Let's see how we go. The only thing we're going to be using for this is course management, using the shots we know how to hit and placing the ball in position that we don't get into trouble. Now the biggest thing I know is avoid water, avoid OB. So I'm going well left here, far from the water, and I know I hit a little fader, so I have full confidentiality. I ain't going in no water. There we go. Beautiful. Up on the left side. Come on! 132 is still a very difficult shot for me at this level. So if I'm anywhere around that green and I'm still dry, not in the water, I'm going to be in heaven. If I walk out of here with a 5, it's 1 shot better than I've ever scored here. And we want to miss a little bit on the left here, but luckily my fade is the stock shot. So I'm happy with that because right is water, left is chipping. From 131, I'm learning my distances. We're going on the average poor strike, and I think my 7-iron is absolutely maniski. Tinai, Toknam. That didn't go as planned, so I have to take a drop here. Let's go 2 club lengths, let's go driver lengths. Bam, bam, knee height, let's go. Don't get angry, get up and down. What a damn game I play. I absolutely love it left-handed. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. You get different variations of fun in this game. My idea of fun is emotional control and planning and executing those plans. Just makes me feel great. Okay, on the left edge of the fairway. When I talk about this concentrating and figuring out the puzzle, I can see that that bunker is like 150 away. So far, 150 maximum anyway is like a 7-iron. I'm never going to get a 150, so I'll be short or right regardless. But if I catch a clean hybrid, I could find myself in that bunker. Well, we hit it in the trees, and it came out the trees onto the fairway. We got 192. We don't have a club that goes 200, but we have a club that's going to reach these bunkers over here, and it's 125 to reach that bunker there. So if I can get this ball, let's say to my pitching wedge distance, let's assume it's about 85 yards, 90 yards. I need to hit this 100 yards. So I'm going to hit my 8-iron, and then I'm going to try get a pitching wedge on the green, and then we're on in 4, putting for the par. I'm going to have to look back at this footage and see if I am actually improving my alignment, because I feel like I am, but it could be an illusion. Feel versus real. Well, it's definitely a better shot with more height. That's a 134 yard shot, so we can work on that with a decent enough 8-iron. 134 probably carried here, so we'll work on 130. Now what I want to do is I'm going to hit a couple shots. We've got 64 yards here. I'm going to try a full sand wedge and we'll play that ball, but then I'm going to try another one with a partial pitching with like a 3/4 swing, and then see what we get out of that, and then we can build our arsenal of shots. Okay, that's on. Okay, I'll go see that distance, and then we'll have a shot in the arsenal to find out how far that 3/4 pitching went. Sand wedge is about pin high, and that 3/4 pitching wedge probably pitched about 70, 75 yards. So we'll use that going forward. We haven't hit the green, but that's cool. We're in puttable in regulation +1. It's going to be a tough one. We're going to 3-putt a lot of these in the beginning. If we can get pace control correct, it's going to be of the biggest importance for us. Okay, Maddie, the green is dry. It's going to be firm. The grass is short, so we've got to be very careful here. Not to hit it too hard, or get it right in the hole. Oh, damn, son. So, okay, let's get the good luck ball in play. 300 yards left, and we've got trees left and right. I could hit a hybrid down there, but I could screw it up completely. So I'm going to take the 7-iron, which I'm starting to get some confidentiality in. Well, that is luckily hitting that bank and coming back in. Not a problem, not a problem. It's close to the hole. I got very lucky, and it hit the super highway of dirt up there, and it has come back into the fairway, leaving me closer to 100 yards, maybe 120 into the green. Absolutely money. Now I get it. I may seem weird, I may seem eccentric, but let me tell you something. You, sir, are not normal. There is no such thing as normal. I like to look swaggericious or very drippy, as the kids say nowadays. You can get this sweet, sweet drip at waterplayergolf.com Oh my goodness. Okay, we're on the fringe-o. That's perfecto. Now I may have been a bit generous with the idea of the fringe here, and I've put another ball down here because I'll show you 2 shots. But people will say, like, what's the point of working on the short game when you're taking however many shots, 7 shots to get there? Well, truth be told, this is where the game starts. You start to hit the ball better and get more confidentialism with the rest of your clubs when you can get up and down or make good contact with your wedges. And when you miss the green by 30, 40 yards and you can chip it on, you're going to save a lot of shots. And eventually your long game will get better. So that's my preferred choice. But at the same time, maybe I'm just like another 2 or 3 yards back. So I'm going to hit my wedge as well, just to practice it. No, that's not good. Let's do another. Okay, that's better. Nicer strike, but as you can see, I prefer keeping it low to the ground. So am I really hitting the driver that short? So I'll hit the driver with the orange. We're not going to play this ball. We're playing the white ball with a 7-iron. That's my decision for this hole. Let's see the distance comparison after this shot. Well, that one I think is going further than the 7-iron. So there's something I'm doing right there. Okay, I finally got the driver right, so that thing is quite a lot further. That's 55 yards longer. We're about 200 yards away from here though, so that's okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try hit an 8-iron down there to the left side, so I get past that big ass tree. I don't want to be under that tree because I've got to chip underneath it. So I'm going to go past it and try to get a sandwich on for my 3rd shot. Then we're actually going to go play the driver and see the difference in score. Well left. Well left. Let's see, this is when you get a bit nervy as a new player going for that green in 2, and especially with water all the way down the right side. So I'm just going to aim this a little bit left of the pin, hopefully hit a straight one. If it doesn't come, we'll be left edge. We've got about 138 yards. We're going to hit the 8-iron. That may be the best iron shot I've hit left-handed so far. And every now and then a blind squirrel finds an acorn. Hopefully land it short and let it bounce up to the hole. We've got ourselves to just off the fringe again, and I must remember that this green is one of the slower ones, so I've got to hit a little firmer than normal. We've hit 3 pretty, okay shots, and we're at green side. I think you can do this stuff too. Come on, get in there. Okay, that would have been a nice par. Man alive, I have to be real with myself. Am I going to hit a drive long? I don't think so. This is like 165 to the hole, and I don't think I hit it much further than 160. If I can hit what I've been hitting this round so far, those high ones to the left, I can aim this one just left of the pin and hopefully hold the left edge of the green. If I do miss the green on the left, at least I have an easy pitch or putt. So I'm trying to get the ball straighter, and I've lost a lot of distance with that. So I have to go look back at this and send another tweak to my guy at Swing Tweaks. I'm going to take a pitching wedge here from 50 yards, and I'm going to hit like a half shot. I think with a sand wedge, I have too much propensity to pop it straight up and leave it on the front of the green. With this one, lower loft, I can hit a smaller swing and get it to fly further and roll out to the hole. I mean, that's the plan anyway. Well, that's how it's going to work anyway, because I topped it and putted it all the way to the back of the green. Now, in the wise words of Nelson Mandela, don't get angry, get up and down. We are going to putt the hell out of this ball. It's very fast because it's very bare here, because it's so dry. So we're going to go really quick, get the pace right. Oh, money. Absolutely money with a putter in his hand, isn't he? Look at this man. Tap in for the Masters. Thank you very much. Lick my crack. Okay, gangbangers, we're doing pretty good, way ahead of my expectations. Now I'm just trying to work on this alignment. I might be doing it all wrong. It's not great, but it's straight. Let's take the positives, okay? Yeah, that's not That's not good. We're going to take a 4 hybrid ski here because it's sitting up really nicely and I can make contact with it. I'm not going to chase my losses. Let's get the ball down there, and then from there it may just turn into a 4-shot par 4. Well, I tell you what, 2 more of those from there and we're on the green actually. There are no blow-up holes, just happy little double bogeys. We're actually going to hit an 8-iron, even less club, just to position it up on the left side to allow ourselves another 8-iron or pitching wedge into the green. Let's hold it together. Let's keep our heads. This one is not going to plan. We're going to hit this 8-iron from about 100 from a fairway bunker, very fluffy, so it's a bit of a challenge. So let's go over the left side of the bunker to try not stay in it. Ah, damn. See, we have to avoid these things. Go, go. Oh, we're still in the damn bunker. This one is an example of when you do something bad with course management, you hit a club that gets you in the middle of the thing you can't do. It would have been better for me to just punch a hybrid up there, leave myself 120, hit it to the left of the green and chip it on. Anyone can do that. Well, at least I'm out, thank goodness. We have moved the ball because of the ground under repair, because we respect the course and the course respects us. I think I've got to hold that. I don't know what to tell you players, but I am the man with a putter in my hand. I want to do an experiment to check how far the 7 is going. So let's see, let's compare. It's like 150 to the flag. Let's compare how far the ball is actually going in relation to the flag after the shot. Okay, perfect. So I shot the rangefinder, it's exactly 143, and I finished at 143. I'm going to assume it carried about 140, 138, something like that. If I can have a 7-iron 140, I'm breaking 100 and breaking 90 very quickly. We're going to putt through the ground under repair. It's no longer ground under repair, but it's a bit bumpy still. I'm not going to chip because I do love a little putt ski. It's all about the pace control though. We might even hold that one. Just the pace control, that's all you need. You can miss the line by a little bit as long as you leave yourself that 2-3 footer either side of the hole. I don't know what to tell you. That's a par. I mean, you can do this stuff. Believe me, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Par 5s are a bit of a challenge when you're a beginner or a newer player because you've got to hit 3, 4, or 5 good shots in a row and one bad one can destroy the hole. So I'm going to really focus on this one. Wow, that may just have done it. Wow. 225 to the hole and I have to clear 132 on the right just to be able to stay in play. I am down breeze heavily though, so I think if I take a confidential 8-iron I can clear it up on the right there. But I mean, it's like that 50-50. I'd prefer to have like 120 to carry, but I've got to carry 135. Do I chip it down there to like 120 into the hole and hit my 8-iron again? Or do I try clear it and give myself a pitching wedge? Let's try clear it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's accept the consequence though, okay? We're not going to get mad. I did it! And that's the kind of thing that screws us up so bad, is all the things we place in our own brain, the things we think about, what are other people going to think of me? Are they judging me? Oh, I'm hitting bad shots. Maybe they think I'm a fake handicap, whatever. All of these things are self-imposed. Like that thing of thinking I'm going to screw it up. And I hit a beautiful shot. Now I can take that with me and feel the confidentialism to be able to use that in the future. Now with this one, we've got 82 yards. And of course, I don't really know my pitching wedge distance, but I'm thinking if a sand wedge is like 65, a pitching wedge is probably around 80 yards, 85 yards. So I'm going to go for this with a pitching wedge, a normal like full shot, and then we'll see in relation to the pin to use in the future. Okay, we're on the fringe, but I think we passed the hole, so that's going to be interesting to see what the distance is of the pitching wedge. We finished about 15 yards beyond the hole, giving me a good 100 yards. So I'm going to use that in the future. Not too shabs, not too shabs. Let's go try and make that. Oh man, that could have been a 5. Damn you all to hell, you bloody bastard. So what I learned on the previous hole over there was that my pitching wedge goes about 100, and I need to aim to the big fat part of the green to let it roll out and keep me on the green so that I can have a putt. Where I put myself by going dead at the pin and missing the green because there's short amount of green there, I really gave myself a tough up and down. So using those two things in the future, I'm going to shave a shot there every single time. Being smart. How you? So teeing it a bit low is good. You may. So I got 164. I can't hit anything 164 and I've got water in the way, and it generally shapes right to left toward the water. Okay, so we're going to go pitching wedge, and I think I'm going to have a lot of control over this, especially with a new swing. And we're going to go at the bunker down there, and that's going to be a nipple licker opening up the hole for us. Oh man, it's always bloody right. That's okay, that'll be a beautiful sand wedge on from there. Okay, let's try a full sand wedge from 80 yards. I mean, if I get on the front at 70, I'm pretty happy. I think the day that I learned to strike the ball properly, not missing the grooves, like there, I completely missed the grooves, I may see a distance increase. And that's where the distance comes from not hitting it there, from hitting it here instead. Now, you're not always going to be able to putt it like this when you miss the target, but you will miss the target from 80 yards, 100 yards by quite a lot. And that's why I stress the short game so much. If you miss it into the rough or you have to hit it up onto a raised green, you just need to work on the short game. There's no two ways about it. I mean, you're going to miss shots. So if you want to remedy the miss shots, you can work on the dispersion, but it's much easier to work on the short game, to start shaving shots here and there, and then it cascades into you getting better dispersion. It's a knock-on effect. Nothing in golf is not interconnected. Everything is interconnected. So start with the short game. Let's hit this hard enough to get through all the cow grass right to the hole. And that's just my vibe, my style. Wow, what an advantage to have. Whenever I chip a ball to within 6 feet, I've got like a, I don't know, 80% chance of making it. What a day. And that's how you do it. That's me on my way to breaking 90. If I can do it left-handed, you can do it with your strong shots. If you want to see what's in my bag as a lefty, check out this video right over here.